anniversary in office as President and Chairman of Council of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. The Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, CIBN, established in 1963 as the Lagos local center of the Institute of Bankers, London. CIBN was incorporated in 1976 as the Nigerian Institute of Bankers and has since served as an organization committed to equipping individuals and its members with the knowledge and skill set that will help gain competitive advantage in a dynamic banking industry, whose competitiveness echoes the necessity of professionalism and high ethical standards. Today, Nigerian Exchange is particularly pleased to host Dr. Bayo Williams Olubemi, FCIB, 21st president of this distinguished institute, who was sworn in on Saturday, May 16, 2020, in virtual investiture ceremony. Dr. Olubemi's long-standing relationship with Exchange dates back to his tenure as president, Institute of Capital Market Registrars, and board member, Central Securities Clearing Systems. He's a trusted ambassador of the Nigerian capital market, and we are rest assured that as President, Chairman of Council, CIBN, he will continue to steer Nigeria's financial industry, the capital market inclusive, into exciting new territories that position us ahead of the curve. Last month, the Exchange celebrated the successful completion of the demutualization process, having received all the requisite approvals from SEC and CAC. To this effect, a new non-operating holding company, the Nigerian Exchange Group PLC, has been created with 3 operating subsidiaries, namely Nigerian Exchange Limited, the operating exchange, NGX Regulation Limited, the independent regulatory company, and NGX Real Estate Limited, the real estate company. This marks a historic milestone for the exchange as it better positions us to execute our strategic vision to be Africa's premier exchange hall and offer stakeholders a new corporate structure with no loss of service, enhanced corporate governance, and a more globally competitive exchange. With demutualization, the NGS Group is well positioned to enable strong economic growth and contribute to the development of the Nigerian capital market. The group is poised to capitalize on the myriad of opportunities available through demutualization and will remain committed to delivering greater value to our community of global investors and issuers. Our new capital and operational structure will enable the NGS Group to form new relationships and drive strategic partnerships. To this end, we welcome the Council and Management of CIBN to today's closing Gong ceremony, with the aim to build deeper synergy between Nigeria's capital and money markets. Our ongoing partnership between the X Academy and CIBN, wherein the X Academy is an accredited training partner, is helping to build capacity across the financial sector. And we are indeed excited about the opportunities that further collaboration will present for us in light of our digitalization. May I now invite the President and Chairman of Council, Dr. Bayo Olubemi, FCIB, to make a few remarks.
Thank you very much, Jude, for having us this afternoon. I want to quickly recognize the day of the market, Mr. Chief Abdulrashid Yusuf. Thank you for having us, sir. And my team, the first Vice President, Dr. Ken Okpara, second Vice President, Professor Pius FCIB, and of course, the National Treasurer, Dele Alabi, FCIB. And the man who has been the link between us in the past few days, Akim Raki, who is acting as the registrar CEO. We want to appreciate you, the stock exchange, for receiving the CIBN team on this auspicious occasion. And we want to also, on behalf of the council, congratulate Mr. Oscar Oyema on his appointment as the Group CEO, Nigerian Exchange Group PLC. We also want to congratulate the exchange on the successful demutualization of the exchange group and appointment of Mr. Temi Popola as the CEO of NGX and Mr. Nwadiawe as CEO of NGX Regulation Company to support the vision to be Africa's preferred exchange hub. And of course, we recognize the fact that you also have a third company within the holding structure, the NGX Real Estate Limited. We want to also say congratulations on your 60th anniversary celebration, which is coming up very soon. We want to commend the exchange on the market capitalization that has increased tremendously geometrically from 12.97 trillion in 2019 to 21.06 trillion in 2020. And of course, the increase in trade volumes by about 218%, and the turnover, which has also skyrocketed. This goes to tell us the kind of effort the exchange has put in place to ensure that the capital market is on the upbeat. Congratulations. We also want to commend the exchange on its intervention during the COVID-19 pandemic, which has helped to cushion the effect of the scourge on individuals and corporates. We know that you had a lot of waivers, and you also did a lot on CSR. We want to also commend the exchange for launching exchange traded derivatives as NG Clearing Limited, which has received approval in principle from the Securities and Exchange Commission to launch clearing and settlement of exchange traded derivative products as Nigeria's premier central counterparty clearinghouse, CCP. We also want to thank you, just like I've mentioned, for the accreditation of the SS Academy by CIBN and for our collaboration in the past few years. We finally want to say we thank you for your consistent support for the realization of the Institute's mandate of determining the standards of knowledge and skills to be attained by persons seeking to become members of the banking and finance profession. We cannot thank you enough. The purpose of this meeting, as you have said, is to commemorate my first year anniversary as the president and chairman of council, the 21st, and by giving us this opportunity to sound the closing gong at today's market, thus strengthening the existing relationship between us and the NGX. And like I've said, I'm part and parcel of the capital market. I am a professional, I'm a stockbroker, and of course, I've been in the market for close to 40 years now. So thank you very much for having us. When I was sworn in as the 21st president, we had what we call our 5 strategic initiatives, which is acronym ATEAM or ATEAM. Accelerated development, both structures and our people. Technology and digital enhancement, which is what is giving us this access today. And many of us have been, of course, all of us, including the stock exchange, we have been operating online in the past 1 year. And we hope from our end that we continue to improve on our deliveries online. Engagement for growth. One of the reasons why we are here today is to engage other stakeholders apart from those in the banking and finance sector. Accountability and transparent leadership, and of course, membership drive for value. We, much more than ever before, encourage our people not just to be mono professional. What do I mean? Not just ACIB holders. They also encourage many of us to have a foray into the capital market. And I can tell you today, even on the council of the CIS, the number 2, the number 3, they are both members of the banking profession. They are FCIBs, apart from being stockbrokers. That tells you that there's a lot of synergy between us and the capital market. What's our prayer today? Number one, support of NSC for the proposed amendment of the CIBN Act is before the National Assembly now. I know at a point in time, you may be called upon to say one or two things. We want you to support us so that the act can be amended to suit our current purpose. Collaboration with NGX regulation to promote ethical business practices in Nigerian capital market conduct, and particularly for conduct of banks that are listed on the stock exchange. Collaboration with NGX regulation and SEC to enforce compliance of banks as market participants with listing and trading rules. Joint research project in collaboration with the CIBN Center for Financial Studies to investigate the nexus between digital disruption, capital transformation or formation, and the expansion of Nigerian enterprise across Africa. We have a Center for Financial Studies willing to collaborate with DX Academy to do necessary research in this direction. Develop joint certifications on investment instruments, trading licenses, and enterprise risk management for bankers and those in the capital market. We have a lot of collaboration with other institutes and corporate entities within Nigeria. For example, we have one with RIMA, that is Risk Management Association of Nigeria, where we have certification for risk managers. So we can also have one with Nigerian Stock Exchange, especially the DX Academy, to certify in various areas. Of course, we have one with the Treasurers Association, where we certify treasurers in the Nigerian banking industry. We're also looking at internship program for students or fresh graduates or young professionals or early stage developers accepting our members to be interns at the stock exchange. That can work out with the X Academy and with you as we send a proper proposal with time. Finally, knowledge events for stakeholders. Knowledge events include roundtable, breakfast sessions, conferences, etc., bringing diverse stakeholder groups, including subject matter experts, technologists, professionals in the financial services industry, banking practitioners, to have a conversation on a topical subject of interest. So we'll be inviting you to some of these programs and expect you to participate as facilitators and just participants. And finally, we are putting together a banking museum, and we need, or we request that the stock exchange at the appropriate time will give us some artifacts and other relevant materials that we can put in that museum. We also write you a letter to that effect very soon. We are asking and asking that we have some programs in the next few months, which we want you to participate in. One, 14th Banking and Finance Conference at Transcorp Abuja, which is taking place between September 14 and 15. We want the CEO and another member of your council or group to be there, especially CEO as a special guest of honor. Then 2021 CIBN Investiture, which is taking place on October 30th, 2021. 56th Annual Bankers Dinner, which is November 26, 2021. 24th Seminar on Banking and Allied Matters with Judges, which will take place in Abuja very soon. And the 4th edition of the CIBN Advocacy Dialogue Series, which is June 1st, 2021. We will be inviting the CEO and some of you to participate either as guest of honor or special guest at this event. I'll be very, very happy to receive you. Once again, in conclusion, I want to thank you for giving us this privilege of meeting with you this afternoon. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bayo Lubemi, FCIB, for those wonderful remarks. Because the market is set to close at 2:30, we'll just go ahead and close the market and we'll come back to take the remarks from the Doyen. So at this point, I'd like to invite you, Dr. Bayo Lubemi, FCIB, to please close the market. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes, that familiar sound is what you would have heard on the trading floor to signify that trading is closed for the day. I want to congratulate and thank Dr. Bayo Olubemi, FCIB, for joining us this afternoon. I would now like to take the remarks from the Doyen, Alhaji Rashid Yusuf, to make a few remarks.
Thank you very much. It has to be a brief one because Bayo is one of us. He is one of us, and we are all one big family. But like it has been said, this particular closing gong is to mark the second anniversary of his ascension to the position of the president of the Shad Institute.
Doyen, you're on mute.
Doyen, you're on mute. Doyen, please unmute.
I am particularly delighted to welcome him to the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. I am delighted for so many reasons. One is that, like he has said, he's also a chartered broker. And then, like myself, he's a chartered banker. And not only that, he's also our registrar. So in every way we look at Bayo, he's one of us, and we are celebrating him and also enjoying with him for having spent a very remarkable 1 year in his position as the president and going into the second year. We can only wish you the best of luck and that you should continue to do the good work that you are doing. We assure you, the stockbroking community are behind you in whatever you do. And we are particularly also looking forward to even being closer to you for various reasons. The economic development of this country depends largely on the banking industry and the capital markets. We have not fully exploited the synergy between the two communities. And nobody is better placed than you, being a member of both the banking community and a member of the chartered brokers community. If we are able to really exploit this synergy between the two communities, we shall have the control of the Nigerian economy in our hands. We have left too much to the politicians. And the politicians, what they know best is to play politics. And when they play politics with our economy, we are all seeing the impact of that. Therefore, the time has come, like it is happening in other countries. It is the financial people made up of banking, made up of broker, made up of other financially related industry that come together and dictate the tune of the economic development in their country. It is about time that we do the same thing in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country that has tremendous potential, but it is left for you as the president and we as one of your members and the various communities to come together and take away from the politician dictate. We are all seeing the effect of leaving everything to the politician. We need to seize the bull by the horn and drive the economy of this country so that our children and children unborn will at least know that there's a country called Nigeria, and that country is developed by bankers, by brokers, by registrars, by other financial participators. So, Bayo, you have the challenge with you. We in the broking community, we are ready. Call us anytime. We want to work with your banking community. We want to together, we want to lift the economy of this country. Together, we want to lift the capital market. We want to also lift up the banking community because there are so many opportunities for banks, like you can see, to play, both in Nigeria, in West Africa, in Africa, and internationally together. So let's work together. We are very happy to be with you, to congratulate you today. We are very happy, and we shall be very happy to work with you and your colleague. Please, Bayo, leave that memorable something before you go, and that is promoting both the banking community and the stockbroking community to work together and seize on the leadership of the economy of this country. I congratulate you. We expect you will do better even in your next and your third year.
Second year.
Thank you very much, Bayo. We are with you, and we shall continue to be with you.
Thank you, sir.
And God bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Doyen, for those wonderful remarks. Indeed, Dr. Bayo is one of us. I would like to congratulate you again, Dr. Bayo Olubimi, FCIB, for taking the time out, you and your entire team, to be with us at today's closing Gong ceremony. Having said that, this brings us to the end of this session. And I'd like to wish everyone to continue to stay safe. And Dr. Bayo, please do extend our warm greetings to the entire team